It is finally time. We can get the first actual Fontaine character. Chevreuse is currently on the banner. We have about a 10 pull plus some more banners and stuff so we can get more pulls. So we can get hopefully Chevreuse. So instead of just pulling, I'm going to do this event, and every time we complete one of these, we do a pull. That seems fair. So then I can actually get an event done as well as not doing everything straight away. Now, I also did get a comment on the last Fontaine only video that the Hydro Traveler probably is a Fontaine character, just because the Traveler isn't from any region. The Traveler being Hydro would work as a Fontaine character. I also realized that you could easily tell whether a character is a Fontaine character or not by simply just going to the ocean in Fontaine, and if the character dives out of the water like that, they are a Fontaine character. If we get I still dolphin dive just like that. However, if they don't dolphin dive like that, then they are not a Fontaine character. So we now have an easy way to tell whether a character is a Fontaine character or not without having to worry about everything else. Just simply jump out of the water. That's how we test it out now. I am going to do one pull at the start. We'll start off with just one pull. If we can grab Chevreuse now, then we're done. Now let's go and do some events. We have these two at the moment. I probably will only be able to get 1 star on this because I only have my crappy teams, but we'll try our best. And let's go get some event stuff done. Now, as you can tell, I have unlocked Fontaine, a bit of it, because I did go and do the muskets quest, whatever the main event thing was, roses and muskets, this one. I went and did that and got everything, so I have this weapon now, and I've bought everything except for these two because I couldn't clear the fighting one all the way, I'm pretty sure. But we did get that all done, so I have unlocked a bit of Fontaine now. But I think where we want to go is here, and I have not unlocked that. There we go. Now I'll come back to this fighting one later. Now, I know Chevreuse is going to be a bit of an interesting character because she completely revolves around the overload reaction, and we cannot do that at the moment. However, just from using her on my main account in this event, because we do get a Chevreuse trial in this one, I'm pretty sure. She actually did really well, surprisingly well, vaporizing. So she's probably just going to end up being a vaporize character until we get a electro character, which I don't even think we have a Fontaine electro character at the moment. So she is just purely going to be a vaporize character. I don't know why I got in that thing. Now, one thing that actually makes the Hydro Traveler pretty cool, if I was just doing everything just the Hydro Traveler like I have been, or just using one other character, is that her burst is completely useless and it's just a complete waste. But her elemental skill, not only does it do damage, not very much, but it puts down these little things on the ground, which I didn't know what before, but turns out actually heal you. And, they don't heal much, but they do heal you a little bit, which means that she sort of has her own self-sustain, which is actually really nice. And I'm not 100% sure about this, but I think that it also works in other characters. Other characters could pick that up as well, which would mean that if I was just doing everything, like I have been just with the Traveler or Traveler and Chevreuse, where I don't have a dedicated healer or shielder or anything like that, it's just people mainly doing damage, then the Hydro Traveler actually isn't bad. That burst is a complete waste. It's absolutely garbage. But the self-sustain from the elemental skills are actually kind of nice. Plus, she has resistance interruption when I do this as well, which means I don't get knocked away and knocked around a bunch. Now, there is one challenge done. We can do another pull. Now, I'm hoping that we get Chevreuse straight away. We are at mainly just looking for 4-star pity. So with those 2 pulls, it's pushed back to 6 pity now, I think. And we are at 33 pity for 5 stars, which means we shouldn't get a 5-star, which is good, because I really don't want to get a 5-star. But we might be able to get a Chevreuse in the next couple pulls. Well, we're guaranteed to get a 4-star, and hopefully we can pull a Chevreuse because we really do need Chevreuse. She'll be our first actual Fontaine character because, you know, yes, the Hydro Traveler, I am considering a Fontaine character, but she's not like a legitimate Fontaine character that you can only acquire from pulling or whatever. Hello, it is Future B. There's been a problem with the recording. I don't know how it happened. Actually, I do know how it happened. My computer's crappy, and OBS dropped some frames. And when I mean some frames, I mean like 45 seconds worth of frames. Good thing is, I'm replacing my crappy laptop with a new PC very soon. I'm actually building a custom PC, and I'm actually getting a proper PC set up so I could actually have less of these problems. And I'm actually starting working on that today, which is nice. But that will probably be a couple, I would say like a week or two, maybe a bit more before we can actually get that working. So until then, we have to deal with this crappy laptop, which has lagged and used so much of its CPU and whatever that we've managed to drop like 30 seconds worth of frames. And all of this video is behind, so there's a ton of stuff that I just had to cut out because there was lots of problems with it. But I have managed to crop it up to when we do get a 4-star, our first 4-star. I've managed to line it up, so it might be a little bit off. I'll try to fix it, but yeah, if there are some problems with it syncing up, it's because of the fact that OBS and my computer just went and died as usual. So that's fun. Anyway, we'll go back to the video, and yeah, as I said, it might be a little bit out of sync, but I'll try my best to resync it. Whoa, that's a lot of lag. Okay, Chevreuse. We please get Chevreuse. Frick yeah, that's what we want. First Fontaine character acquired. We have Chevreuse. Now, I am going to just keep doing a couple more pulls to even get some more constellations of Chevreuse. Just because why not? But we do have Chevreuse, so that's good. We now have our first technically proper Fontaine character. Let's get her leveled up because we definitely need that. And we can get her ascended to level 20 all the way up because we need Chevreuse. Now we need to go AR 25 to get her any further, but we can grab that pull and we can not really get her built, but we have a Dragon's Bane, so we'll put that on her. It's not great, but oh well. I don't really know what to put on Chevreuse, so we'll just get all the DPS stuff we can find and throw that on her. Okay, hello, Future Me's back. I've decided that this video is going to be too much of a pain to resync because I resynced the section you just watched, and right after it, the computer dropped another like 30 seconds of frames straight after it. It has just been dropping frames all over the shop. I think it just knows that I'm getting a new PC, and it just has gone and given me all of the problems in the world. So I'm just going to basically summarize for you what we've done. So we finished off the, whatever the event's called, the event you're seeing on screen right now, the Lost Riches, that's what it's called. And we went and got the Sealy. We got the new Sealy, as you see here. It's, you know, pretty cool. It was the only one that kind of looked cool for me. So I got the new Sealy. I then decided that I was going to go and do the fighting event, just because the first one is with Navia, and I thought I might as well do that because Primos and get a couple other stuff done. Plus, we can try out Navia. The second one's also with Chevreuse, so I thought we could have do that as well. So yeah, it was, you know, pretty fun. Navia's a sick character. I love her. She's one of my favorite characters in the entire game. Unfortunately, I did miss out of pulling her on my main account by like 3 wishes, and I'm so annoyed. Well, I didn't know it was going to be her. I was on a 50-50, but I was about 3 wishes away from a 5-star. So I am very much annoyed now. However, I am 100% just going to basically be saving for her and pulling for her whenever she comes out next and getting like C2 Navia and a weapon just from saving. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Navia's super fun, so we got that done. Then we also went in and did Chevreuse's one as well, because why not? Figured we might as well. I don't think I put any footage of the build, like the final build, in the recording, but it's all 3-star pieces. She does about the same damage, if not less, than the Traveler, which is about 100. So there's not much damage being done, but we are only level 40 in AR 20 as of today. We are at AR 24 now. I did do a bunch of stuff, but I think as of this recording, we're like 22 or 23. I'm not sure. I did do a couple other pulls, see if I can get a C1 or C2, because C1 doesn't look great, but C2 does do pyro damage, so it would be nice. I think we did get 1 4-star, as you can see here, but you know, not a C1 or C2 Chevreuse, so not exactly what I wanted. So yeah, that's basically where we left it off. This video is going to be incredibly short now because of that, like maybe 10 minutes. But oh well, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like this video, do consider subscribing. And if you do enjoy this sort of content, this Fontaine only, you can check out this video. This is the first video of the series. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and good. Bye.